Hello and welcome back to the channel. In today's lesson, we will be going over the different types of nunchucks you can use. Now, in this video, I'm going to talk a lot about differences and preferences. The preferences we're talking about are those that we normally tell our students when teaching. So take that as you will, but at the end of the day, it is all personal preference. Now, within nunchucks, there are three main differences. There's the shape of the nunchuck, the length of the nunchuck, and the length of the string for the nunchuck. Firstly, the shape of the nunchuck. The ones I have here are octagonal, and the ones that we normally recommend. And the octagonal ones are good because it allows for good grip due to the long ridges that run down the nunchuck. It does mean that even if your hands get sweaty or someone tries to grab it or turn it, it's a lot grippier and stronger in your hand. The cylindrical ones, however, in comparison, are a lot more ergonomic and do feel nicer to hold. However, again, if you are training a lot and you do get sweaty, there is an issue where it may be too slippery or slide out of your hand. Just something to be aware of. Next, the length of the nunchuck. The way we test the length of the nunchucks is we grab them in the palm of our hand and bend our wrist down. The ideal length for us is just slightly past the elbow. That allows for us to have a medium length, which is nice. It gives us a good range when striking, and it also allows the momentum to carry and be outside. The alternative to that is a much longer nunchuck, which some styles use. If I do the same test here, these ones are almost the full hand length past my elbow. This does allow for a greater striking area when using them, as it is a longer nunchuck, and it also allows for greater reach. But because this is so far out, it does mean that there's a lot more momentum traveling around, and it is potentially slower when striking with the smaller nunchuck, just because it is heavier and it has a further distance to travel. Some people can also find that they lose control of it when it's so far out from your body, and it does take some getting used to. The last difference to our nunchuck is the string for the nunchucks. Here, the ideal length that we like for our strings is a palm length. This allows us to put on arm bars. It allows us to have a good turning circle when using the nunchuck, and also a good range. Like we said before with the length of the string also comes into play. It also allows us to put on some tension and momentum between the string, as it's not always naught when throwing it around. The alternative to this is a much shorter string like these ones here. This string is far shorter, but it does allow us to put on things like finger locks, because an armbar isn't going to work. And it does also mean the nunchuck is much faster. It is also a lot shorter in range, however. So you won't be striking things as far out as you will with the other nunchucks. Because the string is very short as well, there is a tendency, like just then, for the nunchucks to travel more on a downwards angle. That is just something you have to get used to using them, and you do have to be wary that it is much faster when swinging them around, as there's no tension happening in the string. It's pretty much just two sticks going around. Now, that is the final thing for our class today. So check the links in the description out below for more content in the syllabus, or let this play through and continue through the playlist. Thank you and good luck.